I pride myself in finding the Slavic recipes that people are least likely to make, and I do not mean fish cheburek. Today we reach elbow deep into babushka's bag of long forgotten recipes that not even babushka makes anymore. Ladies and gopniks, may I present the wood pyramid quark cake.
He is boring!
This cake is not even on my first list. It's not my favorite dessert. I would not even classify this dessert. As a food, it is basically almost uninsulting. But when it comes to Easter time, this is not even in the top 3 of food that I want to make. But hey, it is made and people make it. I know none of these people who do make it by hand, so this is time to show you how this done. Despite my apparent pessimism about this recipe, the number of people that I have seen eating this dessert is in the double digits. Although I have to admit, the double digit is led by 0. This is Paskha, written with a K in English, which there definitely is not. In this case it would sound like Paskha, which sounds more like a Russian alternative to Tomka soup. But the soup is tower-shaped and made from products received from beneath the cow. You can have whatever you want this sign. Some people have church objects in here. You can have whatever you believe in. Trees, leaves, flower. So when you're making this stuff, you have to have one of these forms. Without this form, you're just making a joke. So you assemble the Soviet Lego. Ta-da! Perfect. I mean, it's not have to be so tight. It's not like it's going to fall out of it, блять. There is no baking, there is just waiting. Alright, let's begin. So the food, Paskha, literally means Easter in Russian, and traditionally and commonly and ever at all made only during Easter time. And with Easter rolling in fast, this year on 4 different dates, take your pick, it is time to start practicing your knife skills now. Being used to a much more watery tvorog or tvorog, depends how far east you want to go, I started by draining the water out. But with this curd being as thick and smooth as mayonnaise, I was able to skip directly to the filling. So being a sweet, slightly vanilla flavored milk curd dessert, it is your job, no! Your obligation to add enough nuts and dried fruits inside to make every small child cry who has the braveness to try this out. You want the cake to be like 50% dried fruit. How much dried fruit exactly? Let me tell you. If you think you have enough, you are wrong. If you end up with a Paskha that is so good that people come back for a second serving, you have clearly failed. Send everybody home, start from scratch. This food is all about suffering. And that is why Easter comes but once a year. So you have the other 364 days to recover. Soak the dried fruit in hot water before to ease the suffering. A small splash of sour cream, since we're following a traditional recipe, which I do suggest replacing with mayonnaise if you want to clear out a dinner service with twice the speed. Insert some eggs from your favorite animal for that extra smooth texture. But honestly, if your tvorog looks like smooth like toothpaste, you don't really need the eggs, you're just showing off. But what is not just for showing off is the butter. Because this in every Slavic recipe, what there is clearly too little of is fat. After adding back in the tvorog, give it good few more beatings until you put it on heat. No need for it to be completely smooth. The heat take care of that. 5 minutes on medium heat steam or until it becomes hot enough to cook the egg. And now it will take about twice as long to cool it back down to room temperature while mixing from time to time. The moment you stop spinning, it is the moment the babushka's rolling pin appears on your head. Блять, focus, сука! Опа!
adding the near lethal dose of sugar inside, and then balancing it out with 2 tablespoons of lemon's juice, you will end up with this watery slop. Vanilla flavored watery slop. Oh, now we're cooking. Now we're making Paskha. You know you are on the right track if it looks like something you have stepped in at the beach. Disgusting, but fun. Commonly you see this food made with the mold that has the letters X and B, that's H and V in Russian. But as time marches on and people's beliefs change throughout, I would not be surprised if I find in shop a mold with the emoji of baklajan next time instead. Or you can make your own form at home and substitute church symbols with a nice carving of a Kalashnikov or a badge of Volga instead. But what you cannot substitute is this. This is a cheesecloth. Where you find cheesecloth? In cheese making shop, of course. Or just ask your local pharmacy for gloves instead. But I tell you, if you not have cheesecloth at home, you have bigger problem. Hole in bottom of device designed for drain water liquid out. Not worry, is not defective product. This is actually the reason why we need bowl underneath. A small weight on top is suggested but not required, in case you do not have small bowl or babushka's jam to weigh the curd down. Then is no need to rush into shop for specialty tool to go you make into more debt than you are already. Now with weight in place, refrigerate for 24 hours. Despite looking like an amateur candlestick and a flattened hedgehog, these two Pascha desserts came out perfect. Although no sign of the engraving can be seen, it would not save you for when it comes to eating it. The other two people living in the apartment got to this mountain of cheese before me, but I can tell you right now, the amount of spoonfuls was limited to a strict one. I am not speaking to the only one crazy guy that I know will try this at home, and I said to you, good luck. Honestly, if you want, just leave the fruit out. Add nuts, pistachios, oh, beautiful. Crushed pistachios on top. You can add waffles, beans, chocolate, I don't care. It goes with everything. You can use it as a spread. Oh, блин, it is good. I mean, since it is already boiled, it will keep for longer when you refrigerate it. But I tell you, the texture itself, oh, like eating a cloud, блин. You can find a lot of historical information about this dessert, about the symbolism, why it is made like this shape. But all I care about is making it right and doing it only once a year. Thank you for watching.